250 years ago, where we are right now was the edge of civilization.
It is a South Carolina militia button. It's got the paramilitary on it, SC on each side.
But this was where the pioneers came to establish their pioneer lifestyle, and we certainly appreciate what they have done.
That is beautiful, buddy.
Half the people that came into this area were fine, God-fearing people who wanted to build their lives here in peace and freedom.
Oh my God, look at that. It's my first whatever.
This was referred to as the backcountry of South Carolina.
Hi folks, T-Hawk with Backcountry Diggers, and today we're going to be talking about luck. Now, diggers often try to come up with a cool nickname, but the best nicknames for diggers are often earned by the ones who put in the effort to earn them. Today we're going to be talking about one such digger who has earned his nickname. We call him Lucky Gene. And here's why. Alright folks, we're just heading around a new location today. Just some property we decided to come to take down. We got invited here by the owner. And Dad sees shiny in this hole and he called me over. Look at that. Oh. You got water on you?
No,
that's definitely silver. Ooh. Ooh, what is it? This is a dollar coin. Oh my God, that's $1. Oh, we don't have no water.
We'll clean it up and show it later.
It's a peace dollar. I think it's a piece or a Morgan. I can't tell. I think it's a Morgan. It's a Morgan. It's older than a piece. This is a Morgan silver.
Can you see a date? Hell, there's a date on it right there.
Yeah, I mean it's in good shape.
What date is it?
1888. Wow. That was a good find. Now we were trying to keep it quiet because we had some onlookers and some kids nearby, and we didn't want to draw too much attention to what Daddy had just found. But on that new permission, he literally stepped out of the car, and his second signal in was that Morgan silver dollar. And unfortunately, after that was the best and only good thing found on that permission. But let's take a look at this coin. Show it to you right now. So there it is, the Morgan silver dollar that he found. It is a 1888, and there's the reverse side. Now I put it in this horseshoe because horseshoes represent luck, and who has that kind of luck to dig the only good signal out of permission and be the second signal in? We spent a few hours there with no other luck than that coin. So let's see what else Lucky Gene has to find and show us.
Yeah. Found my second Merc out of this little park. It's we can't tell where it's a 23 or a 27, but I'll take it either way.
Now, I for the life of me cannot tell you whether that Merc was a 23 or a 27 because the bottom is worn. So there's going to be no positive identification on whether it's a 23 or a 27, but we know it's 20 something. And that was at a park that we had only started hunting for a few times, and it was literally like the second target out of the car that he found once again. Now, if you think that's unbelievable, folks, well, wait till you see what happens next. We go out onto an old road bed that dates back into the 1800s, out in the woods, overgrown, and Lucky Gene strikes again.
Yeah, it's recording.
Hi folks, T-Hawk, Backcountry Diggers. I'm sitting here with my dad. He called me over. We're on an old logging road here, or some kind of old road bed, and he says he found a high tone under this, and he thinks he sees silver tucked under this root, and I sure see it shining out of there. When we pluck it out,
Plug it in.
oh my God. Oh my God. It's a
Durham, Washington.
it's a silver Washington out here in the woods.
What year is it? Here, I got some squirty stuff. Yeah.
I can't see the year. What year you see on there?
I can't see it yet.
1948.
48. Hell, that's the year I was born.
This is your lucky quarter then. I'll be doggone. Ain't you glad I brought you this way?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That was indeed his lucky quarter. Leave it to my dad to find a quarter, a silver Washington in the woods in the middle of a road bed, and it be the same year he was born. Are you kidding me? If you think that's unbelievable, on that same road bed, you're never gonna believe what he finds next. I still can't believe it. Alright, that man right there is having all the luck down here on this old road bed. He dug down here and he found an old shotgun head stamp, which we put in our pouch. It was a 100-year-old star shape, but he was getting a high tone, and he pulled out this coin right here. He don't even know what he's got. It looks like a trime. It's got the 3 pillars on the back. It sure is. You pulled you a trime. This is one of the hardest coins to find. Oops, gonna have to beep out that word. You sure did. Let's get some water on it. We'll clean it up better and we'll show it again. Now I forgot my camera today, so I'm using Daddy's, and I'll get better pictures of this when I get home. But this trime is in immaculate shape. I mean,
Is that silver?
Jesus, yes. It's silver, but it's not as much silver content as like your regular, as like your Washington you found a while ago.
Well, I was getting like a dime on it, too.
But what it is was considered like it was a 3-cent piece is what this is. And it is fantastic on both sides. I will have to get a better quality picture of this once I get to the house. But God almighty, the details on this coin is like it was dropped yesterday. Oh my God, dude, that is awesome. You are having some kind of luck. Now, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. When I first saw that coin, I had no idea what Daddy had. I mean, I knew what it was, but it wasn't registering because it was so shiny and so perfect. And I would like to say that on our channel, we would never fake any finds that we discover out on our adventures. We are 100% honest and accurate in our truth of our discoveries. That coin is not your ordinary trime. It is a 3-cent nickel, and it has no silver content whatsoever. I've seen other diggers dig that same coin on their channels recently, and most of them come out of the ground brown and rusty and corroded the same way that most of your nickels come out of the ground. The only explanation I have for it is the soil was real sandy. It was in the same hole with a shotgun head stamp, paper shell stamp. Well, let's look at this coin. Alright. There it is right there. It is a 1869 3-cent nickel, and it is in immaculate shape. Like it was dropped literally yesterday. I can't explain it. All I can tell you, folks, is I can't explain it. Wow. Like I said, Lucky Gene, what are the odds? Okay, so that was the end of the good finds on that trip, and there were several of us out there that day, and he was the only one that come out with the goods once again. So we decided to take another trip to that row bed on a separate day, and this is what happened.
Alright guys, so we're standing here with Gene and Tracy. We're in this old road bed. Gene just got done digging a hole.
Don't get too close, it won't
And
show it.
look what he just found. A large cent. It's a 1848. Man, his first large cent. And he still got a signal in the hole. So let's see what we can get. Hopefully we get a nice coin spill.
I'm gonna knock this.
We'll get back with you.
Well, as it turns out, that large cent was the only thing good that came out of that hole. The rest was just little scrap pieces of iron and whatnots. So that was the end of that. But I can say that on that day, once again, Lucky Gene was the only one that found anything good. So that was the end of that hunt. But that's not the end of the story. Ed Enlow, which we met on one of our group hunts up in the old mill town that we go hunt with Rick sometimes. We met him for the first time up there. Well, he does plumbing work and stuff on homes, and he got a permission on a whim where we had a small window to get in there and do a little hunt, and he invited us to come to that. Well, Dad wasn't the only lucky one on that permission, but he was the most lucky one on that permission. Let's take a look at that footage.
Alright. What's your name?
Ed.
Ed just pulled him out of 34 Silver Washington. Congratulations, man.
I hear you, thanks.
And I think I got silver here in the hole. Looking at the edge of it right there, and it sure looks shiny to me.
Yep.
It looks like I think it is. It's seeded.
Is it?
It is.
All right.
It is seeded. I think it's seeded down. Yeah. See if I get some water on it. Can you hold that camera?
Yes, I sure can. Let me see if I can get focused in on you there while you're doing this.
Find that water. Lay it down there before I drop it. Yeah, it is. That's a seeded down.
Isn't that kind of funny? We both hit silver about the same time.
Can you see a date on it?
Yes. I'm gonna hand your camera back to you now. 1843. That looks like our 1893.
It wouldn't be 93.
1843 is what it's looking like to me.
That's good.
Yeah, she's thin, isn't she? It is thin.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Let me go inform them other two what we're doing here.
Alright. Well, I don't know if you can see that thing, but there it is. There it is. Right out the side of that hole down there. See you on the next one.
You know how sometimes we all say, I got good news and I got bad news? Well, in this news, the good news outweighs the bad. The bad news is what Daddy just found was not a seeded dime. The good news is what you're looking at here, folks, if it'll come into focus. Alright, folks, what you're looking at right here is a 1943 seeded coin, but it is not a dime. It is, in fact, a half dime. But now, that's still not the end of the story for this permission. Take a look at some of the other things Daddy finds here.
Alright, Ed's done found his second silver. Like a Roosevelt.
Yep.
Rosy dime.
I can't see a date. See if you can manage that.
$44, I think.
44.
Or 64, rather. Might be 64.
Okay.
Yeah, 44 was a Merc.
Well,
This is
regardless, it's
46.
Silver. I'll take it.
It's a 46, first year.
46.
First year Roosevelt.
All right. That was about 4 inches away from the silver quarter.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you. I think I will thoroughly check this area out right here.
Yep, I think I'm gonna stay around here in the back too. Are they doing any good around front?
No. I think we've got the prime real estate at the moment.
Well, back over here at Ed's hole where he pulled the 2 silvers out, looks like he's got a 3rd. Right there, Mercury dime. 3 silvers in that 1 hole. Congratulations, man.
I appreciate it.
Well, this backyard's paying off. Looks like I got my 2nd silver, Washington quarter. And looks like the date is 1936.
Well, that was a pretty impressive display between what my dad and Ed found on that hunt. But it's not over yet. The sun is setting here in the back country. As you can see it going down just behind those cedar trees there. We cannot let the day get away from us without showing you one more good find from that hunt. And another kind of rare find. And a good score for Lucky Gene. Check this out.
Well, I'm out in the middle of this old field here, back of this old 1800s house. And I think I found my 3rd silver right in that little clump there. Let me get a little water. I don't want to rub this thing too hard. Let me put a little water on it and see what it looks like. Hold on a minute. Ooh. What is that? I think it's a barber quarter. It is. Barber quarter. See if I can get a date. Well, I can't see it right now. I'll get a date. There, I'll get a date on it and we'll get back with you.
So he managed to squeeze out a barber quarter. I don't know what to say. The man has a horseshoe in places horseshoes shouldn't be. But anyway, here's the quarter.
That is it. It is an 1896 barber quarter. And it's in pretty decent shape as far as barber quarters go.
So that's it. That concludes the story of Lucky Gene. Now, as you can see from the video and the finds that he has discovered, he earned that nickname. You know, a lot of people try to make their own name, like Pull Tab Paul or Relic Roger or something silly, and then try to pretend like they're really something. Thing of it is you got to kind of let it come to you. You got to earn those names, and he has earned his. We'll see you next time.